Hello there, Kyle Katarn here, and it's time for the weekly comics breakdown. First up, we've got Dr. Aphra 18 by Simon Spurrier and Emilio Lizo. I thought that the Hive facility looked pretty cool, and I also really liked that it was part of the Tarkin initiative. You see those facilities popping up all over the galaxy these days. The whole idea of the cryo-frozen reject, like mutant things, some of them were really cool concepts, others were just downright stupid. A Wookiee body with a railgun for a head? I'm into it. A Hutt clone trooper? What does that even mean? Overall, this was a cool issue with some fun little connections. For example, Dr. Cornelius Evazan. Pazla and Kaysen reveal that it is Dr. Evazan they've been chasing this whole time, and he's responsible for Kaysen's lack of a headstrong nature. This was a cool connection because Simon Spurrier is obviously ripping off the visual dictionary for Rogue One. The visual dictionary explains why Evazan was even on Jedha City to make the cameo in Rogue One in the first place. And both Kaysen and Pazla have background cameos in Rogue One, which makes this all tie together very nicely. Dr. Evazan's background as a mad scientist has actually been carried over from Legends, and at one point, even the man himself, Ralph McQuarrie, illustrated the Mad Doctor at work. One of my favorite pieces, actually. Daknil, the probability droid, dead. Kaysen, she straight up fucking murdered him, put a little chip in him, she Order 66'd the guy, send him off march into his death. And it's gonna have some serious repercussions when Pazla figures out exactly what happened. Looks like Hera already knows, so it won't be long. So, Commander Yule. I'm really not sure what they were trying to go with for this bad guy. The only thing that comes to mind is Captain Pike's stupid-ass wheelchair from the original Star Trek series. So, we'll see what that turns into in the next issue, I suppose. As for Tolvin, it's becoming pretty apparent that she doesn't have a fucking clue. She has no idea what she wants to do. She keeps bouncing back and forth between being with Aphra, being an Imperial. While her scenes are entertaining, I really wish she would just hurry up and pick a direction because the scenes are starting to get a little repetitive. Overall, this was a great issue. Looking forward to seeing what happens next time. We've got 000 on the cover, so maybe we're finally going to get this remastered arc bringing in for a close. I guess we'll find out in the next issue. Alright, next up we've got Star Wars Adventures number 8 by Shelley Fish and Jamal Peppers. Honestly, I kind of liked Endangered Part 1 more than the Part 2 that we saw in this issue. Kanan being able to control the beasts with the Force kind of made it a little less special when Ezra uses the ability, and it just kind of felt like a cop-out to me. The overall creature designs I did like. A couple things were familiar and a whole lot of random stuff. There was an Acklay, some kind of armor-plated Stegosaurus Nexu thing, an ostrich, a squid going to the opera, the Olmec head from The Simpsons, a goddamn Pokemon, because why not? The artists clearly had some fun with this, and you know what? I don't blame them. It's a comic book. Go nuts. The panel with all the Imperials fleeing the creatures, and the commander yelling at the Stormtrooper to run away with some dignity because he represents the Empire, that was pretty good. This comic really nailed down the Star Wars Rebels brand of humor, and I can appreciate it for that. Next up, Tales from Wild Space. Gonk. I loved this story. It really made me smile. I also really appreciated that the Gonk droid is modeled after the original Kenner Gonk, which came out in 1977. If you're a longtime watcher of this channel, then you'll know that the Gonk droid is my absolute favorite droid in Star Wars. So, it's pretty clear that this story is the winner for me today. Although I do want to know, who the fuck is Emil Graf? Does anybody know? Because I have looked and looked. He's the grandson of Milo Graf, who was some sort of a rebel, but I cannot find a canon appearance of him in media anywhere. So if you know who the hell this guy is, please fill me in the comments below. That's it for the comics this week. Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure to check out the rest of the channel for more awesome Star Wars content. And as always, may the Force be with you.